Hi there, Kim Sit here. I'm on my 7th day of my 30-day Back on Healthy Track challenge. And yesterday for day 6, I posted a video saying that I was feeling a little blown around by the wind, and that's exactly how I felt. Well, in the morning, I had gotten up because on a previous day, it was a day 5, I had intended to go to bed early and get up early and eventually get up at 4 o'clock to be awake and do work instead of staying up late, as my husband was pointing out. But what happened was I was just so tired in the morning. Was not used to that when the alarm sounded, I just turned it off. And I don't use the snooze button because I just don't think that that's useful. Um, I got up when my kids got up, and it felt like I was already in the middle of a storm. So all I could do, the best that I could do, was just go with the flow. But like I was just drifting off from one place to another and putting out one fire and then another. Um, so finally, luckily, at the end of the day, I just decided that I would just take it easy and ground myself again. I went back into my previous habit of staying up late when I needed to get things done. And after that was done, the next day, which was this morning, I got up at 5:57, and it was wonderful to have that time in the morning. It's basically a set ritual I have where I wake up before everyone else does. And the previous night, I've already boiled hot water, and I have a thermos in my room with my cup. And I just get up, and I'm grateful for being alive, and I list all the things I'm so glad about. And I just sip hot water because I'm hydrating myself and also still continuing the detox, the natural detox of the body overnight. Uh, and there, I'm just clear, and I'm sitting in silence, in stillness, and in peace, and happiness. I'm starting off my day. I'm rooting myself and centering myself before I hear any kids. Okay, well, so my son was up at 6:15. I heard him a little bit, but it was still enough that I was able to sit and write my intentions and goals out for the day, and just to take that time for myself. It has made such a huge difference. So for this 30-day challenge, I realize that it's day 7, but I want to backtrack a bit because I think that with all the enthusiasm, I've been adding on different things, wanting to change so many habits and wanting to do so much all at once. I realize that I'm doing what is ineffective. And this is really great to realize because a lot of times this is also a habit that I want to change, is that I want to do so much. Pick one thing, concentrate on that, master it, and over time, it's called incremental changes. Slowly but surely. That is really powerful. If you ever see a blade of grass growing, sometimes it goes right through cement, or a flower. It's a really slow process, but it's really powerful. You can just imagine that this delicate plant, this organic thing, life form that just grows through something that's so hard to cement. So anyway, what I'm saying is, don't do too many things at once. I'm saying that to myself. So I'm going to concentrate right now on the things that work for me. So for example, my morning routine of getting up and drinking the hot water in stillness and silence, centering myself, being grateful. And then I'm going to just incrementally wake up earlier, maybe by a minute or two, every few days, seeing how my body is functioning, and slowly but surely make a change. And also then, for this 30-day challenge, I like to backtrack a bit and just redefine those intentions that I made on day one. Let me make this simple. I'm just going to avoid sugar as much as I can. So by the end of the 30 days, I want to have established a healthy rhythm in myself, in that when I crave sugar, and by the way, it's decreased a ton since I've started this challenge and I'm only on day 7, that I'm just going to go reach for something healthier. Then, oh, by the way, not having the goods around really helps. But even sometimes when you're presented with it, you can make a different choice of not having it. So by the end of these 30 days, I want to have established this pattern, this habit of just being okay without any processed sugar, without the sweets. And I've done it before. I actually had this habit of just not having, croissants, the pastries and things. I had a really good year. That was one year when I made a New Year's resolution that just stuck. Of course, by the end of that year, I had gone to the Auction Institute, and at the Mountain House had a taste of a little tiny bit of cookie. Then I had one, and then another one. Anyway, so one thing leads to another, right? One cookie leads to another, and one cookie, cake, so on. So over a year later, I am going to reestablish a new healthy way of living. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. No sugar. And eventually I'd like to also stop with the bread, or really limit the bread and not be dependent on it. And because I know it's very, very catchy. Or in English you would say it's very addictive. I'm losing my voice right now. So I'm going to sign off and go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this has been useful and this information to you resonates somewhere. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Thank you. Have a great day.